Imagine watching a normal day suddenly turn into pure horror. A moment of laughter, a smile, a recording meant to capture joy, but instead it captures tragedy. These are not just random clips. These are real moments, filmed seconds before everything went terribly wrong. Today, we're diving into the 6 most horrifying footage captured seconds before disaster. Viewer discretion is advised, because what you're about to see will haunt your mind. The most chilling thing about these videos isn't the disaster itself. It's how normal everything looks before it happens. People laughing, posing, or simply living their lives. Then, in a split second, fate steps in. These moments remind us how unpredictable life can be. No one in these clips had any idea they were seconds away from something catastrophic. Let's start with one of the most haunting clips ever recorded, the final moments before the Challenger space shuttle explosion. The crew is smiling, waving to the crowd, full of hope and pride. Families are watching, cheering. Then 73 seconds after liftoff, a bright flash. The unthinkable happens. That one clip, with their happy faces moments before disaster, still breaks hearts decades later. Next is a chilling piece of footage from Japan, 2011. A man filming the calm waves along the coast as the ground begins to shake. His voice is casual at first, then you hear panic. Within minutes, a monstrous tsunami swallows entire towns. That recording captures the horrifying moment nature's calm turns deadly when peace becomes chaos. In another case, a group of friends films a travel vlog on a beautiful mountain road. Laughter, jokes, and the sound of the wind. But one wrong turn, and the camera tumbles, recording screams, then silence. That footage was later found in the wreckage, still rolling. It's a harsh reminder that 1 second of distraction can change everything forever. Then there's the infamous live TV broadcast, when a news anchor smiles at the camera, unaware of what's about to happen behind her. The sound of metal screams, confusion.
Ow.
The live audience witnesses it all, helpless. The video went viral not because of shock, but because it felt too real. You could almost feel the tension in every frame. One of the eeriest clips ever recorded came from a mountain climber. He's at the summit, exhausted but happy. He sets up his camera to capture the view, and then you hear a sudden crack. Snow shifts. The avalanche begins. His calm breathing turns to heavy gasps as the camera falls, recording white chaos. That footage became one of the most terrifying real-life recordings ever shared online, but perhaps the most disturbing one comes from inside an airplane. A family is recording a birthday message before takeoff. Laughter fills the cabin. Everything seems fine. Moments later, turbulence shakes the plane violently. The camera keeps recording as oxygen masks fall and screams echo. That footage found later showed the horrifying final moments of passengers who never made it home. These videos aren't any just scary because of what happens. They re-terrifying because they show life seconds before it ends. It's not a movie. It's not fiction. It's real. Every smile, every laugh, every innocent word becomes haunting when you know what comes next. As we move deeper into this list, remember this. Each of these clips has a story, a before and after. A moment when life was perfectly fine, and then wasn't. What you're about to hear next are stories that will stay with you long after the video ends. One of the most haunting videos ever captured comes from the Chernobyl nuclear disaster. A firefighter records the strange glow in the night sky, unaware that he's filming deadly radiation. His voice sounds calm, even curious, as he walks closer to the burning reactor. That faint blue light he sees, it's radiation tearing through the air. Hours later, that same man would be fighting for his life in a hospital. That one piece of footage reminds the world just how invisible and cruel danger can be. Another terrifying clip came from a concert stage in 2021. Fans are jumping, lights flashing, and music booming. But the camera's shaky, capturing confusion in the crowd. You can hear people screaming, but not from excitement, from fear. Within seconds, panic spreads. The stage turns into chaos. That moment, once filled with joy, became one of the darkest concert tragedies ever recorded. Then there's the moment before the massive Beirut explosion in 2020. A woman films a small fire from her balcony, thinking it's minor. Her tone is calm, even curious. But seconds later, a deafening blast, the camera goes white, then black. The sound, the shockwave, the silence that follows, it's one of the most horrifying moments ever caught on video. You can't help but replay it, frozen by the scale of destruction that came out of nowhere. Another heart-stopping video was captured by hikers near a volcano. They're laughing, taking selfies, joking about the steam. The ground rumbles, birds scatter, but they keep recording. Moments later, the volcano erupts. The clip goes from laughter to screaming in seconds. That footage, later found on their phones, is proof of how quickly nature can turn against us. One of the eeriest modern clips shows a cruise ship passenger recording the ocean during a storm. The waves look beautiful, the wind howls, then suddenly, a massive wall of water hits the ship. The camera tilts, screams echo, glass shatters. It feels like a movie, but it's real. You can almost feel the terror of people realizing they're powerless against the sea. Then there's a haunting clip from a bridge collapse. A driver's dash cam records a normal day, cars moving, people walking. Suddenly, the road cracks, and everything falls. The camera keeps rolling as chaos unfolds. That video spread across the world as a reminder of how fragile life's normal moments can be. One recording that still sends chills down spines came from a skydiving team. They jumped from the plane, laughing through their helmets, filming the descent, but one parachute fails. The others try to help, but it's too late. The final seconds show the Earth rushing closer. That footage is heartbreaking because it shows the line between thrill and tragedy vanish in an instant. A family picnic, a drone recording the scenery, kids playing near a river sounds peaceful, right? But within moments, you see dark clouds, hear thunder, and the river suddenly floods. The drone captures the family rushing to safety, but the water rises faster than anyone expected. That peaceful family moment becomes one of the most horrifying natural disasters caught on camera. Another infamous video shows a diver exploring underwater caves. He speaks calmly into the camera, describing the beauty of the scene. But then, his light flickers. He loses his sense of direction. The camera keeps recording until it runs out of battery, leaving behind eerie footage of the unknown. To this day, that video is considered one of the most disturbing discoveries in diving history. These 10 videos show that sometimes the scariest part of a disaster isn't the event itself. It's the seconds before it happens. It's the laughter, the calm, the smiles, all frozen in time forever. Each of these clips teaches one painful truth. Life can change in the blink of an eye. And often the camera captures it before anyone realizes what's coming next. There's one clip so haunting that even experts can watch it without feeling chills. The final moments before the 2018 Indonesia plane crash. A passenger films out the window, capturing the sunrise above the clouds. Everything looks peaceful, and the plane shakes. The video blurs, alarms sound, and you can hear people praying softly. Seconds later, silence. That simple phone recording turned into a tragic time capsule of hope, turning into horror. Another terrifying video was taken during the Nepal earthquake of 2015. The tourist records the stunning temples and busy streets when the ground suddenly begins to move. The camera shakes violently as people scream and buildings crumble. The clip cuts off with dust filling the air. That moment, once filled with beauty and peace, turned into one of the most devastating natural disasters ever filmed live. One clip that stunned the world came from a live broadcast in the 1980s. A TV host is laughing, interacting with the audience, when suddenly her face goes blank and she collapses on camera. The crowd thinks it's part of the act, until they realize it's not. That recording became one of the most disturbing live TV moments ever, a reminder of how fragile life is, even under bright studio lights. There's another clip from a family boat trip in Alaska. Father films whales breaching in the distance, the family cheering. Suddenly, a massive wave rocks the boat. The camera falls, capturing screams and chaos. Later, rescuers found that camera, still recording underwater. It's one of the most haunting reminders that nature's beauty can turn deadly without warning. In 2019, a travel vlogger live-streamed from a hiking trail in India. She smiles at the camera, talking about how peaceful it feels. Behind her, faint thunder echoes. Suddenly, a landslide begins. The camera catches her shock, then static. That one stream went viral. Not for fame, but for the eerie, calm seconds before the mountain collapsed. Then there's the infamous nightclub fire footage. Strobe lights flash, music booms, people dance. Suddenly, smoke fills the ceiling. At first, everyone cheers, thinking it's part of the show. But panic sets in fast. The person recording drops the camera as people rush for the exit. That clip became one of the most chilling examples of how fun can turn into tragedy within seconds. A lesser-known, but deeply haunting video came from a Skytram in Europe. A tourist films the breathtaking view as the cable suddenly snaps. The video captures screams and spinning chaos before cutting to black. It's one of those rare moments where beauty and horror collide in one tragic instant. Then there's the sports footage that no one expected to become tragic. A young racer mounts a GoPro on his helmet before starting a lap. He's smiling, confident, focused. The race begins, speed builds, then a sharp turn goes wrong. The camera captures the crash in real time. That clip became a grim reminder of the fine line between thrill and danger. Another eerie video was captured by a storm chaser. He's filming dark clouds, describing the weather, joking about chasing tornadoes. Suddenly, the wind shifts, debris starts flying, and the funnel forms right in front of him. The panic in his voice is real as he tries to escape. The footage ends with a deafening roar, a chilling example of what happens when curiosity meets raw power. And finally, one of the most unforgettable recordings, a live stream from a bridge moments before collapse. A vlogger records the view, laughing about the height, unaware of the cracks forming below. The bridge gives way, and the camera falls. That clip spread across the internet, not because of shock value, but because it perfectly captured how fragile every second can be. These final moments remind us that the scariest part of any tragedy isn't the chaos. It's the silence just before. The seconds when life feels normal, calm, and safe. Every one of these videos shows us how quickly that calm can disappear, leaving only echoes of what once was caught forever on camera.